Welcome everybody to the first episode of Collab Studios.
What's up, man? This feels like a long time.
Long time coming.
Restless 72 hours, bro.
Oh, yeah?
How was your day, though, dog?
My day was pretty good. I'm still trying to get into a daily routine where I get up and do something. Or, do it, I don't know if you've seen, those viral videos of, The Rock. Saying, get up at 5 a.m. I don't care about none of you motherfuckers. I work harder than all of you. Well, that's right, my friend. You do. You also have a lot of muscle. I'm working on it. 5 a.m.
It's mental muscle, man.
It is.
It's mental muscle, bro. It's not physical, dog.
Yeah.
Physical to carry you, but it's mental muscle.
I feel like a lot of creatives, though, they need something to push them. I'll be honest.
Whatever it is. I mean,
it's not that I'm lazy. Personal. It's just that I feel like.
What is it? Is that what you feel?
Accountability, I think it is. That's the theme. That's going to be the theme for April, I think. Accountability.
Oh, man. That has to be the first thing.
Has to be, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as an entrepreneur, honestly, as a creative, you have to be accountable. I mean, for your own self, it's your business, your entity. So you absolutely have to be accountable. Who else is going to do it?
That's 100% right. I mean, I think the goal is for you to be accountable for yourself and push you, right? Push yourself. But I'll be honest, it's hard.
What's hard about it though? You got to break it into pieces.
I don't know how to I don't know how to put it into words, but I just feel like sometimes you get into those creative downswings where you just don't feel creative, you don't feel motivated, and you feel like you got to rest in order to get your energy back. Especially
that
after
comes with eating too, man.
Your diet, your exercise, all that stuff really matters. Absolutely. But when we do shoots, right, and you do a really long shoot, you forget to eat because you're just so focused.
Yeah.
Got to remind each other, eat.
You don't take that into account.
Take a break.
Yeah, 15-minute break.
Then you go 72 hours.
That's what I started to do of late, and we'll get into that as I guess we'll get into the show, but.
Yeah, we could get into it organically, no problem.
Fried Scrambled Eggs, man. I'm happy to be on the show, bro. First time. And for you who don't know what Fried Scrambled Eggs is, it's a podcast for creatives. It's our playground, man. Swings always open. Monkey bars always open.
They're always there.
Yeah, bro.
You could climb on up, do whatever you want.
You got to be your best version of you, bro, but just don't come into the playground and sit around, bro.
That's so important.
You have to come to the playground to play.
That's so important.
So
my favorite episode, though, if I could help with honestly, I love.
What was your? Yeah, tell me. I mean,
my favorite episode 17. Wake up and smell the roses.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's the title of it, but I just gave it that title because it just left me with that much of an impression.
Let me see what the title is. Actually.
What is the title of that one?
I don't know.
Look it up. But wake up, smell the roses is really my key title.
Oh, it was collab.
It was a collab.
That's the show, yeah.
But at the end, there's a really good positive message. So I encourage you to listen to it. There's a lot of information in there, just from our perspective as creatives, from different sections of the industry, right? Mm-hmm. Photography, videography, models, art direction, and we just really talk about that mental creative mindset and how it conflicts with entrepreneurial mindset of you just got to go out there and hustle and not listen to all the noise that distracts you from your goal, So I really enjoyed that episode. It left a mark on me. It inspired me even to, do this. So, hey, look, it did something.
And that's accountability, bro.
There you go.
There it is.
Full circle.
The entanglement was untangled.
Yeah, I love it.
What else is new though, man? What you been getting into, bro? Aside from this, what's next for collab?
So I know you're pressuring me, and it's good pressure. It's good accountability. I don't not in a negative way. I welcome it. This is the thing. You got to surround yourself with creative people and welcome the accountability. Because if you don't, it's what are they around you for? They're really there to motivate you, inspire you, help you. So you telling me every single day, yo, what's next? What's collab doing? What's this event that you talking about? Mm-hmm. Put your money where your mouth is. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
I will do it.
Let's do it. April 30th.
Wow.
just like that.
We'll
Episode,
probably have like bombs here somewhere, right?
right?
Like,
All sorts of crazy shit. April 30th is the date.
okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's confirmed in stone. We're still working on attendees, panel guests, models. So if you're interested, hit us up in the DM. Hit up Fried Scrambled Eggs. Hit them in the DM. The goal is to bring creative, like-minded people together and create something, learn something, get something from it. Right. Just like, I got something from being on your show. I feel like having an event should leave a mark on the people that come here. So you guys are going to get a hands-on experience working with models. Appreciate the way you work with models is dope. It takes a lot of energy. Don't let anyone say to you out there that working with a model is easy. Or just go get an agency model. They know what they're doing.
It's really not, man. And yeah, it's really not. So, bro, I mean, wow. That whole thing, man, like it just, I forget sometimes.
You do.
That ass. Like I'll forget sometimes, like, bro, I've had a career, bro. I've had a career like started like super baby.
Yeah.
Doing it, but it was always a gift, man. You know when you know, and you never really know. You just kind of like doing what you like to do.
It just feels a certain
That's
way.
how I always was, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but now I just do it to kind of, help other artists, bro. Try to help to inspire at least. It's not for me, not for anything selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many forms of art. There's so many different types of artists. There's so much art production. That's always a lot, man. And recently I've gotten to travel, which is re-inspiring me. I'd say from a different standpoint to look at things differently. So.
Where you been?
To Europe.
Nice.
Europe, bro. Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It was different. Like I say, man, like, you really want to be there to embrace it. You really want to be like, wow, it took me like 10 hours to fly here, so I know it's far from where I live. And then it's like people actually live like that, bro. It's a whole different culture.
I always wonder, like, for a photographer to take a trip like that, like, I mean, there's obviously logistics. You're probably going to get the most bang, for your buck. But, like, what does it look like? Are you going to shoot a model, or are you, like what is it? I
mean, if you went for those reasons, you'd absolutely accomplish, like, everything you went for sure.
Nice.
Like, you could go there, and it was when I was leaving where a lot of models would hit me up like, yo, I didn't know you were in London. I didn't know you were in London.
Oh.
But I spent the least amount of time in London and most, like, in Italy and France.
And you were just kind of, like, traveling, like, just kind of getting
backpacked it, bro.
Oh,
that was my first time ever even doing that too, which was crazy. Like it taught me priority with traveling. As if I wasn't already doing that because I always travel by myself, bro. But it's small, like back and forth.
Did you stay in a hostel?
It was an Airbnb, different ones,
different
bro.
ones.
So like, like it's exactly how it is in the movies, bro.
Yeah,
they have like compounds and shit, bro. Like. Have like big sliding fucking doors and shit, like compounds. You open it up and you go into where you're living and shit.
That's crazy.
Like Taken.
Oh,
like
no way.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was there, bro. Imagine that. Like everything I thought about, like, damn, like, yo, they used to pass messages here. Like I'm there at the Louvre. I'm walking through like
like the history, right? Like
the history part of it was.
You start thinking about it. That's crazy, man. Oh, it's awesome. You got a chance to see Europe. I haven't been to Europe. I think the furthest I've traveled to do kind of like a backpacking trip with my wife was to Japan. It was pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was hectic, though, I will tell you. I didn't do a lot of planning. Like, as a creative person, planning, I think, gives me a lot of anxiety, so I'm just like, fuck it. I just bought the tickets. I said, fuck it. I swear to God. I went on my Amex. I looked, I got some points. Cool. And then I saw that the tickets were like at $600 or something, and I was like, fuck it. Yeah. Let's just do it. And then after buying the tickets, then you start freaking out looking for hotels and stuff. I didn't book one hotel, Dwight. Not once. I had to do it on the way to the next location. Crazy. It was wild. 10 days. Wild 10 days. Came back with blisters on my feet for like 3 weeks.
So, the basics, man.
Yeah, man.
Backpacking.
I think it connects you with like your raw, can I survive?
Well, it forces you to improvise. It forces you to carry your sharpest tool with you. You know what I'm saying? That
noggin.
being the mind.
Your noggin. What's in between your two
But
ears?
yeah, let alone like it's cool, bro. Like I encourage a lot of people to get out, man. Like I've had people at other jobs tell me like, yo, get out. You seem like a really good guy. You know, you should travel. I had never traveled, bro, and I did it. And I'm like, oh fuck. Now I see what the fuck they talking about,
Right.
bro. Like, yeah.
It's hard to understand. Like people just say to travel. It's like, no, man, that's like a luxury. Especially for people that like never got a chance to like leave even the state or the neighborhood that they grew up in, you know? So like traveling by any means, like there's ways to do it. You don't have to spend all this money, you know?
Yeah.
What's the most you spent when you were out there?
Bro, we ain't even gonna get into that. I don't have these people looking to see how much money I got, bro. I'm broke. I'm a broke photographer, bro. My Twitter name is Broken Famous, bro.
Struggling artist.
Broken Famous, bro.
It's okay, you're passionate.
Artist, man. I'm passionate, bro. But look, yes, why not? We're all artists. That's what we do. That's who we are, bro. We struggle.
Yeah.
We struggle to do what we love to do.
I think that brings up to mind, like just like how artists or creative people like keep their creativity flowing. And I know that when you go backpacking, you go out there, you try to like survive on your own. You know, you get kind of like, you get a little more creative because you see life from a different perspective. Like what other things do you do like to stay creative besides traveling? Like I know you push yourself a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really hold it to myself, honestly. Like, bro, it's the gift that God gave me, bro. Like, you know, like when you have to choose your power, bro. Be like, what do you want as a superpower, bro? It's exactly what the fuck you're doing, bro. Use it, dog. Like, this is my superpower, bro.
So like some people look outside of what they already have, like their talents that they have.
Yeah, and every path ain't for everybody. So people would see the easiest path. They see the path that often ends in like diamonds, but they don't see the trail that it took to get there, bro. So
you get a lot of photographers hitting you up saying, yo, I'll carry your bags, bro. Like you shoot like crazy good. I want to learn.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I know a lot of cool photographers, and I say like there's people. I would say there's people, and I see them as other creatives too. You know, it's what this is, bro. It's what this platform is, collab. It's just at times I may not have the most time to kind of sit there and thoroughly go over a critique with you or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's me spending 16 hours to edit one video that's going to be reviewed by a record label. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
So you're like under a lot of pressure to even like keep your stuff going.
I have to.
Yeah.
Because if I just take photography as like I got to pay the bills, I'm not going to grow, bro. I'm just paying the bills.
You're just doing whatever you got to do just to make it by.
Lately, I've been doing a lot more of my own projects. So,
how's that feel? Working on your own stuff instead of like.
I mean, I've had my little flavor here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
put your own
working on my own project is it's my own.
Feels good.
It's my baby. I birthed it. You know, most of them are like my ideas. A lot of them are collaborations. A lot of collaborations actually. I try to get like the model's input and everything. I have my way of being a photographer, man, and it's worked for me. But you know, like we spoke about in the last show, just the business side of it that most creatives don't take into account. Let's just say that you know it's there, it has to be done, but creatives want to create, bro. So,
and I think I honestly think now having this conversation, like I've always had the question about. Why is it so hard for people in Miami to collaborate with each other or to teach each other, hey, like, this is what you do, you know, to grow? But just in this conversation alone, I'm thinking like, well, you're under a lot of pressure to maintain your artistry. You're under a lot of pressure to keep going, not just pay the bills, but create great work. So then to take someone else on, and it takes time and energy creatively from you, you know, sometimes. And I think that getting into a space like, where it can be neutral and like there's no like pressures and bringing those people together, I think that can lend to that collaboration to start to change that.
And hopefully more things like this too. You know, we got something good going on the 30th. I think it's in a good direction. But a lot of people that do that, you know, you don't know. You know, when I was an artist, you know, it was just me and my sketchbook, new set of everything every summer, you know, because I had to do it for art classes. But everybody's stroke is different, bro. no home, like no, nothing crazy. But everybody's stroke is different, man. Like
That's true.
we could take the same paintbrush, all of us can line it up,
Yeah.
same paintbrush.
Everybody learns different.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah,
So,
they all learn in their own way.
just like I may have a different taste for a certain medium, whatever it is, just different from you, bro.
That's true. I love photography for what you can capture. Like you capture things that are in that moment only, And I like a lot of times seeing the reactions of someone seeing a photo that has a lot of emotion in it. That's my favorite feeling. But then I also get the same from video too. Like you get a deeper sense in video. Like I feel like you can break through someone's whatever they're struggling with through an interview, through a dialogue, something like this. Like you could change perspective. I've seen it happen. Like if you can interview someone really well in a video, you'll see a breakthrough happen inside that interview.
It's actually like how I see it is in reverse, bro. Like you have a picture that you're trying to tell a story. That's a movie. And then for movies, you just want to paint a picture, bro.
So in reverse, you're seeing it.
It's the same thing.
Oh, but that's interesting that you see it in that way because you tend to do gear more towards photos, right? Like,
but even in my photography, like it's moody, and I'm trying to tell you something
through the photography.
Yes,
and but you see it as a movie first, and then you're trying to picture where it is.
So, of course, everybody's gonna get inspired different. Again, so like you'll take how it used to be for me in school. Like the teacher would say, "All right, plastic. That's your medium."
Yeah.
Medium meaning you can use a material, you can either use the form, the color, the repetition, the something.
Yeah.
Like that's the elements and the principles. If I was to ask maybe a lot of people out there, what I'm saying, what the elements and principles are, bro, that's how you'll know. Start there. That's the basics.
The basics. And then from there you can kind of build. You can build up. Yeah. It's good. Good. I like it. I mean, this episode is about like the basics. It's about starting. And I think that you can lend a lot into this platform, get their knowledge going.
I've kind of went through it.
You don't have to go too far in the editing either. Like I know that we're just talking about the basics right now.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like CR2 raw photographs, right? First, how the concept was captured, right? The mood, and how sometimes the model can really control a lot of that.
So I normally don't even shoot a lot of CR2, bro.
You shoot like JPEG?
Yeah.
That's interesting. A lot of people they go into this whole thing of like raw only. I want to shoot raw only.
Just like the logs, and
like S-Log video.
When they're shooting video.
This isn't being shot in S-Log, just so you guys know. There's a reason behind it. Yeah. So go ahead and kill me in the comments if you want about coloring.
Who cares, bro? Photography and video, it's a mood, bro. It is whatever you feel, bro. The greatest thing I learned from an art teacher was you learn the rules and you break the rules, bro.
You learn the rules to break the rules.
You learn the rules and you break the rules.
Love it.
Yeah, like you got to learn it to know what you're doing, to navigate, to be able to have some sort of proactiveness and end result. But, bro, it's just a mood,
Yeah.
Contour drawings, gesture drawings, like it's all a mood. It's hand on canvas,
I like that approach.
Whatever it is, but who cares, bro? As long as it looks good, nobody's going to see what type of fucking settings you got, bro. Like, I never care for that type of shit, honestly.
Yeah. Like, let me see your shutter, your ISO.
Bro.
Some people like to push it to be grainy, too,
Hey. Whatever you want to do, bro.
Whatever
because
you like,
it
right?
goes from there to then post-production to then
the final.
The final.
Yeah, the final.
And for everybody, that process is different. Again, like, bro, if you've built that path, you know what your end is. If I go down that same path, I may not know because,
you're following somebody else.
Yeah.
You got to find your own way.
I could be inspired by it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, damn.
You got to be like, okay, cool, that's a cool way to go, but, I want to kind of play around my own.
Look at this person along the way. I just always tried to ever do that, bro. Like, I've been fortunate to meet cool people. I've been fortunate to be like, yo, let's shoot. And I just sharpen my knives, bro. Just keep the tool belt, And lately, like I say, I've been doing like a lot of expanding, so trying to shoot different things and do other things like the podcast and all this other stuff I got going.
Kind of push yourself from just...
Well, I mean, I was inspired by a lot of people too. A lot of people was like, bro, man, you should really do it. You, one of the few people too. Like, people are really, and not just only for that, like, all right, cool, I'll do it. But I get it, bro. This is where everything is going. You know, like this whole little setup is cool, man, where people could come to learn. Again, like Collab providing that, Fried Scrambled Eggs providing that.
Man.
If y'all are trying to do something, bro, just be seen, man. You can't be out here and be hiding.
Yeah.
That's I think, like, I don't know what it is, but get out there, get active, man.
I think we all have
chase the dream, bro. Like, don't allow nothing to just deter you from that, bro. Like, it's a lot of, I'm working on it.
But
this stopped. I gotta redo this.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, I gotta.
Excuses, right?
Excuses, bro. Just wake up, do it. Yeah. If you love it, tomorrow, do it again. Do it again the next day and the next day. You may take a day off. Yeah. You know, like, that's perfectly okay, bro. But
get back on it.
Just keep moving forward, bro. It's really,
really what it doesn't matter how fast you go, just as long as you're going forward.
Yeah. So first thing first, like, once you get into creative raw, or camera raw. Did I say creative raw? Creative suites, but camera raw.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll tell you here at the top, you know, what you're shooting with and the settings and everything. Here I have my Mark II. The Mark II still go, bro. I actually just let that camera go, man. I just sold it.
Oh, you were still shooting with it too?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, no, I have the Mark III. You have the Mark IV, right?
So, most importantly, bro, you know, just for this picture, like I say, like, I think we just kind of went and found this jacket. And as you know, we were in LA, and this shoot was real early, like 8 a.m. And we found, like, this nice little army kind of puffer jacket. And we found, like, these black leggings and these Doc Marten boots, bro, and we just went to work.
Oh, so you hadn't gotten the wardrobe?
Nah, so that happens a lot. For me, if I meet, or if it's like a last minute shoe or something like that, gotta improvise, man. Like, we've done it. We all do it. Like, we're not perfect people, bro. Nobody's trying to pretend to be that way. But if I can make it happen, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And we found something really cool. I think this was like the only color that we have found which actually seemed to work, because it created like a lot of nice contrast between, you know, her skin tone and the garments that she kind of was wearing. So she kind of wore it like loosely, and she was just moving around, giving like nice, deep eye stares at the camera, you know, very edgy, but fashion.
Okay.
So, like Diesel. Think like Diesel.
Okay.
You know. So that's kind of like where we were going with this. In the background, you know, we didn't blow it out to make it completely white, so it was kind of like that gray.
Okay.
Like we went real fashion with this.
Like that tone gray.
Mm-hmm. So first, you can look at the image if it's. I look at the image first to kind of see how it's.
Like, see where it's starting at.
Well, this one is dead in the center. Most people.
Like center exposure.
Your teacher would tell you, is like, that's horrible. Never shoot in the middle. You want to try to capture like 4 corners or 3. So it kind of gives you eye movement. But I feel like if I can tell a story in the picture, I don't mind it just kind of being plopped right there, bro. It gives the eye something to look at, but it also gives the mind something to think about. So that's kind of like how I see it. Yeah, so like this image is real, like kind of shot out of the camera. That's just how it is. So I will go into the white balance first and kind of change that up. You know, of course, you got the camera raw that'll give you like the auto settings, and then you got daylight. Whichever one of these kind of float your boat, just go with it. Daylight look pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and open that up. And then you can get into all these other things too. You got the temperature. You can change like the actual temp of it. You know, if you want to make it a little cooler or a little warmer, such as with the tint too. Let's give it a little purple tint. See if we can knock this out in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Not in edit, but just to kind of go through this.
I love how you're going through it too, because a lot of people are like, oh, like what Kelvin should I have the white balance at? Or what's the exposure histogram? What do I need to look at for the histogram? You're kind of just like feeling it out.
Yeah, because it's really, you know what you want to, you kind of know where you want to go, what you're inspired by, but sometimes that picture just may kind of dictate what it is.
Yeah.
Then once you start to stack those images, you know, once it's like 10, 15, 20 pictures, and then you can kind of pick a spread, you know, kind of like how you want to do it. Then from there, you pick your strongest images. I mean, that's really up to you or whatever project you got going on. Mostly, like if it's a spread, it's going to be like 5 to 7 or 7 to 10. Some will require that.
5 to 7.
Some more.
Like 5 to 7 really, like, good.
Really good ones.
Yeah.
Like, and they all tell a story, but they all are like together at the same time.
Okay.
It's a focus.
They have like some sort of like cohesion to it.
Yeah. Bang. So it's going to kind of take you straight into my Photoshop layout. I have my
you go
layers, my
straight
channels,
into
path.
Photoshop.
Yeah, from there, it's a path that takes you to it. Well, once I open it from Camera Raw, it takes me to Photoshop.
Got it. That's interesting.
So the first thing I do from there is I just, you know, this is a background layer. Of course, you want to make a new layer. I guess that's a layer that you can kind of edit on in Photoshop and just make a new layer. That's like what I do. But then from there, just to kind of keep it basic, you kind of got to look at the image and see what you want to do and see where you want to go with the picture. Of course, like there's a lot that needs to be cleaned up, but I draw on top of my images on where I want to edit. It gives me something to kind of look at.
You draw on top of your image.
So I'll take like a red marker.
To like mark it?
Yeah.
Of where you want to.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. I've known you for a while. I didn't know that.
That's simple though, man.
No,
you don't do that?
No. I have, look, for those of you listening, photographers, have you ever marked your photos with a red
yeah, because I've seen people do it.
No, I know you have, but I haven't.
I've seen people.
I think that's the thing, like formal training versus like streets training. Like I've never, even YouTube University, I've never seen somebody mark their photos with red. I like that you like most of your pictures like have that natural look to it, not over edited, not like that super porcelain skin and like craziness.
I mean, some calls for it though, bro. But I will say one thing. I will say for like images like this, most like spreads or magazines or publications. Let's just say that because that's very general. Like they're hiring you for you, man.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of produce, you know, with given direction, and you know, a lot of it's you. I think my style of photography has changed over time. And, you know, that's helped with my technique, and that's also helped with how I do certain things, procedures. Yeah, I think it's all. But for the most part, like, it's still a pretty solid foundation. Certain things I do on every single picture, it's going to happen. Like, you're going to get your white balance proper. You're going to get your exposure, your crop proper. I try to get my exposure out of the camera.
Okay.
As perfect as I can.
So you don't have to do it later.
Where I would like it to be close to it, but in some cases where it's not like evenly lit, like you may see like here, it may lose a lot even because it's like a fishnet. You know, I may lighten it a tad bit, or even like the arms a little darker. I may make the arms a little darker, or even the whole. Okay. Or I just kind of leave it at that, man. This picture would be fire black and white. Let me see what it look like black and white.
I like doing that sometimes too, just turning it black and white, seeing what you get out of it, because
black and white will also help your eye too.
Right? I always say that.
Some people see things black and white first.
Is it because
not literally, but they see it better in black and white.
Yeah, like the picture like pops more, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it the light? Like you get to
I
see
think
like,
what it is, it's like, imagine not seeing any grays. If it was just black and white, it's easy to contrast. It's easy to say this or that. You know, like your eye would easily be drawn to something that you probably wouldn't necessarily see if it was in color. Maybe, I guess that's kind of like why they do it.
True.
I could be wrong, but.
So your brain's only processing those two.
I don't re-edit that way. I'm only saying what I know, some people, how they do it. But, I mean, I may just throw a little black and white on there to make it, you know.
Just for the hell of it.
A quick pick, yeah.
You talked us through what your process is of selecting the photo that you're going to be editing, how you start. Right. And then now you're inside of Photoshop already. I don't want you to go too far in there because I want everyone that's listening to just kind of absorb this episode. We're going to have a part 2 where Dwight will really get into like the whole process. For anyone interested in that, you know, go ahead, give us a little comment, and we'll be making sure to make that episode for you. But you don't have to go that far into it.
No, but it's kind of fire that it's like this.
You like
it? Know, it has like a real film look to it.
But check out Fried Scrambled Eggs, description in link down below.
Fried Scrambled Eggs.
Fried Scrambled Eggs.
Podcast
Every
for creatives.
Friday.
Every Friday, we throw some Tuesday shows
Some
in there.
Tuesdays come on.
Saturdays, we'll drop a Saturday in there sometimes.
All right.
We did one Saturday. It felt good to do that Saturday because we all haven't talked in so long, and we was like, yo, we need to just talk. So shout out to my co-host again.
Jasmine.
Always. Alexis.
Love it.
Dope creatives too, man. Tattoo artist, model, photographer, videographer, like director. Bro, they load it.
They get it in.
Just good people.
Check out episode 18, Fried Scrambled Eggs as well.
Check out all the episodes, bro, because it's a timeline. Like I think
you got to go in the story.
It just births us exactly to where we are right now, bro.
Yeah.
And to see where we're going, you got to hear where we've been. Dog.
So if you want to see where Dwight's been, go and check them all out. Start from the beginning.
Man, like we.
Oh, but you do talk a little bit about me in there.
Yeah, everybody's in there, bro.
Inspired by all of us. I love it.
We all in there.
And I love it. That's it. It's a wrap. Say it's a wrap. I love doing it with clients.
It's a wrap. Yow.
Chill. We out of here. Peace.
That was cool. I know my chair was squeaking like a bitch, dog.